Hello, my classy people. Wayne Bolden. I'm here at the Speed King channel. We are literally, 16 days out from this year's Breeders' Cup. Hey, Future Star Friday is October 31st, which is Halloween's, right? 16 days, right? And then, of course, the big race on November 1st. We ask that you get your orders in for your tip sheets, please, for those 2 days, right? Pre-order, your payment, like that. We got a ton of work. We thank you for your support. Just email us at speedking24@yahoo.com. We have 5 different payment methods, or you can text the office. And when you do text the office, please leave put your name and your email address so I can get back to you at 732-804-0637 for sure. Well, 14 Breeders' Cup races, 5 on Friday, 9 on Saturday, but we're taking a sneak peek at one of my favorite races, everybody's favorite race. Of course, it's a sprint. They get out, they go fast. Hey, the Juvenile Turf Sprint, right? I did say the Turf Sprint. And can someone out there help me? I cannot find a probable contender list, not picks, but who can possibly get into the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint. Now, it doesn't much matter to me because I already had my horses that I was looking forward to playing, and it's only 3 or 4 that I would even consider unless somebody came out of the woodwork. I'll analyze that when the final picks come out or the final draw comes out. But let's take a peek. Please let me know and email me at speedking24@yahoo.com if you find a list of all the probable for the Juvenile Turf Sprint, which is race number, the very first race on Friday, the very first Breeders' Cup race for this year, race number 6 on Friday, about 5:45. So, here are the horses that I know of that I had interest in. Well, Breeders' Cup race, it's a sprint, it's on the turf. Where's Wesley Ward? Well, he's got Schwarzenegger. Now, Wesley Ward had won this race 3 times in a row from 2019 to 2021. Now, the last 3 years, the Europeans, it's on the turf, won it the last 3. So this is kind of the match, right? But to me, Wesley Ward is always dangerous with any sprinter, right? He can train sprinter horses. He's got one of my old jocks working for him, Julio Garcia. I don't know if y'all know who Julio was. A great rider. I love that Julio Garcia. But to me, Schwarzenegger only has 1 win, and he's extremely fast. Here's the thing. He's by Not This Time, that great, great sire. How awesome is Not This Time? Well, Schwarzenegger's daddy is Not This Time, and the great-grandparent is Lemon Drop Kid. Johnny V's in the orange. That makes sense. Fast horse, Johnny V, the man with the golden hands, right? And Wesley Ward doing the conditioning for sure. And I think they like this horse. They paid almost $1 million for this Not This Time, who's been doing great in the breeding shed. Only 1 win from 2 starts. You're saying, is he a maiden? No, he won his very first stake race in the Indian Summer Stakes at Keeneland. Ran it and won it beautifully. So to me, he's one of the horses, one, because of the connections, right? Wesley Ward points to horses like races like this. Hasn't run for a month. October 5th was the Indian Summer Stakes. And I expect Schwarzenegger with Johnny V up to make his presence felt, okay? Once I find out who else is in the race. But that being said, guess what? There's some Europeans in here, and none bigger than who? You got it. Aidan O'Brien. Well, there's a horse that I've been tracking in my app from overseas named Charles Darwin. Now, you may have heard of him. This 2-year-old baby is by No Name Never, right? And on the back end by Born to See, right? Ryan Moore is doing the riding, and Aidan O'Brien, the one that has the most Breeders' Cup wins than anybody other than Dwayne Lucas. Okay, right behind him is Chad Brown and somebody else, right? But anyway, Charles Darwin, I think he got hurt. 3 wins from 4 starts. Haven't seen him since June 19th after winning the Norfolk Stakes out there at Ascot. Hopefully he shows up, right? I don't see any workouts on him, so maybe he's sidelined and won't get in. Charles Derwin. Very, very nice horse. Haven't heard any action from him on the training or any of that. So that was just one I was looking forward to getting into the sprint many, many months ago. So we'll see if he shows up. But nevertheless, guess who has a backup plan? Aiden O'Brien. Well, Aiden O'Brien's got another one in here by No Name Never, right? Again, Aiden O'Brien, True Love. Again, this is a very, 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 very nice colt bred exclusively, just like Charles Derwin, by No Name Never. And on the back end by Fastnet Rock, the Australian bred, right? Hey, listen, Lorden does the riding. Wayne Martin Lorden does the riding for this one. And guess who owns this horse? Mr. Michael Tabor and Derek Smith. You know those owners for sure. And guess who bred this horse? Coolmore. So to me, True Love is the backup plan in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint for Aiden O'Brien. Okay, Charles Derwin, haven't heard from him, training, but Aiden is going to show up with this True Love, and this is a nice horse. 3 wins from 6 starts and 3 seconds. Never finished worse than second. I can't wait to see if this one gets in. I'm pretty sure he is, and he's going to be one of my top 1 or 2 picks for sure. If Charles Derwin don't show up, I know I got Schwarzenegger, but True Love is a true. This horse looks like he's going to be a true championship. Has already earned $497,000. Still learning. A 2-year-old baby. 3 wins from 6 starts and 3 seconds. Nice horse that he has here. And last ran September 27th, so October, November, about 5 to 6 weeks off. That's great. Ship him over, Aiden. And by the way, in this sprint, I bet you don't know this, Aiden O'Brien has never finished in the exacta on the turf in this race. That's a fact. Yeah, it's almost hard to believe, right? That his best finish, I think, was 3rd or 4th. He's never completed the exacta or finished 1st or 2nd in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. Maybe this is the day. Man, think about that. He leads all Breeders' Cup winners for trainers, him and Dwayne Lucas, and he has never finished better than 3rd or 4th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint. Maybe this is the year. True Love or Charles Derwin. Love both of those sprinters. And then there's one that I got to get a line on, but I think this horse has huge ability. I think you say the horse's name by In Panama Queen, I-P-A-N-E-M-A, In Panama Queen, right? Well, this one is an Ireland bred by Sansamala, and on the back end by Dutch Art. This horse is bred beautifully. This horse actually should be able to go between a mile and 16. 7 wins from 3 wins from 7 starts and 1 second, right? Guess who rides this horse? That's right, David John Egan, that jockey, world-class rider, and Mr. Murray is the conditioner. I think, and guess who owns this horse, by the way? This Queen horse, a Panama Queen, Stone Street Stables, and AM Racing. AM Racing, here's another fun fact, has always in this race, AM Racing, the owners, has never broke through, run 2nd, run 3rd. I mean, always, right? Maybe this is the breakthrough for Stone Street Stables who've won the race, but not AMO Stables or Racing has never won this race. This is a nice another colt that, to me, right, are the ones to beat in here. I don't care who else shows up. Okay, so that's all I got. I got those 4 that I'm really interested in seeing if they make the gate or not, and then make my final analysis. 1, Schwarzenegger, Wesley Ward hasn't won this race since 2021. Of course, the Europeans here. Hey, Aiden O'Brien could have 2 in here. Charles Derwin, no training record, no nothing. And of course, True Love. Aiden O'Brien never ran better than 3rd in this race. Maybe this is a coming out party for him. We like True Love. We like Charles Derwin. if the horse gets in. I don't think he is going to come, but maybe. I don't see no workouts, no nothing, no activity on him. And of course, Schwarzenegger, we get that, Mr. Speed King, and then that other horse, Panama Queen, right, by Sands of Mala, and which is awfully, awfully good. 3 wins from 7 starts in 1 second. So there are the 4 that I know about. There are the 4 that I'm interested in. Please share with me what you have on the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. One of the great races, fast race. It's over in a heartbeat, and we like fast horses going short distance all the time. See if someone can find the list of probable contenders for the 2025 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. I looked high and low. I just happen to know these 4 horses from my database and tracking them the last 4 or 5 months. Okay? Schwarzenegger, Charles Darwin, True Love, both O'Brien's horse, and of course Panama Queen. Those are my 4 that I'm going to be looking at until I get the list of who else is in the race. Let's have a healthy discussion. As always, if you got a sneaky peek in the Turf Sprint Juvenile, let me know about it. Because I'm pretty locked and loaded on probably Aiden O'Brien and Wesley Ward, of course. Yeah. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King for sure. Let me know. Somebody find the probable entries, please, for me. Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. Fast race, great race. Wesley Ward's going to mean business. Don't think Aiden O'Brien. He's going to get off the schneid in this race. He's never won this race. That's a stunning